Hello, Albina. Good evening.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm pretty well. What about you?
Nice. I am very good too.
Okay, I'm glad to know that. So how was your day?
Really nice. In the work, all right.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, welcome, Gabriela.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine. And you?
I'm pretty well, thank you. Right. Welcome, Nicolas. Okay, let's begin then. Okay, so here we have some pictures. So let's identify when do I use how many and when can I, oh, sorry. Yes, how many and how much. I forgot the other one here. Okay, so for example, in the picture number 1, okay, here we have some pumpkins. What do I have to use here? How much or how many?
How many?
How many? Excellent. What about in the picture number 2?
How much?
How much pizza or how many pizzas? Can you count the pizzas?
Características. Entonces, si usted lo justifica de cierta forma, pues yo le entiendo y le creo.
Again, can you
How
count?
many?
Okay, how many pizzas? Excellent. What about the next one? Nicolas, what do you think? How much or how many? Okay, maybe not. Julio?
How much?
Okay, excellent. What about the next picture? Maria Jose?
How many?
Excellent. What about the next one? Gabriela?
How many?
Okay, if we count the slices, yes. Very good. And the last one? Albina, what do you think?
How much?
How much exactly? Very good. Let's continue. Okay, now let's focus on this vocabulary, okay? Can you help me reading the vocabulary, please, Maria Jose?
A little, very little, less.
Okay, excellent. And here we have give me a second. Okay, Can you help me with example number 1, Letty?
A little. There is a little milk.
Okay, thank you. Example number 2, Julio.
There is very little milk in the bottle, not much.
Excellent. Okay, maybe Gabriela, the last one.
There is less milk than yesterday. Compare.
Okay, so let's focus on the information that we have. When we use the expression a little, okay, for example, I don't know if you can see very well this bottle, but there is a little water, okay? It's not full, okay? It's just a little water, okay? But when you say, for example, very little, is even less. Probably would be like up to here, like very, very little, okay? But when you use the expression less, is to compare, okay? That is why we use the expression that. Let's continue with more examples. What are the other examples, Albino?
Only read, no.
Yes, just read them.
A few, very few, and fewer.
Okay. So now, when I use a little, this is countable or uncountable?
Incountable.
Okay. And when I use a few, very few, and fewer?
Countable.
Excellent. So here we have some other examples. Can you help me with the number 1, Julio?
A few. There are a few cookies.
Excellent. Next one, Joran.
Poco de doctrina.
There are very few cookies, not much.
Excellent. And the last one, Gabriel.
There are a fewer cookies than yesterday.
Fewer or fewer?
Fewer.
Fewer.
How-
Excellent. Okay. So again, look at the things in common. Okay. Less than, compare. Okay. Fewer than, compare. So you can compare with countables and uncountable nouns. All right.
Teacher,
Uh-huh.
I have a question.
Tell me.
Why in the first example, in a few, use the letter A? If the question is because yesterday you say in plural there are no use the letter A.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But this is not the letter A, like when you say an elephant or I don't know, oh my gosh, an apricot. So it's not that A. A few is a complete expression. That is the word. You cannot change it, okay? So you always use a few for all the things that you can count. So again, this a is not separate, like a and few. No, it's a few. It's a complete phrase. So you cannot divide it or you cannot eliminate the a. Otherwise, it's not the same. Is the idea clear?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's continue. So here we have again the same structure that we checked yesterday. Can you help me with the structure, Joran?
How many plus uncountable noun plus are there?
Okay. So in this case, we can make the sentences using there are, as we were checking yesterday, but also we can use what, Julio?
A few.
Excellent. Or I can use Letty.
I don't know.
Can you read, please?
La segunda, the second,
Number 3.
there are very few.
Okay, thank you. What about the other one, Maria Jose?
There are fewer clothes than.
Okay. And the negative that we were checking yesterday, like there aren't any. Okay, and for this, I'm going to show you a very easy example. Okay, for example, this. I want you to focus on this information. There are, okay, pens. Now, there are a few pens. There are very few pens, okay? There are fewer pens than before. There aren't any pens, okay? Is the idea clear for the few, very few, fewer? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, let's continue. Wait, I'm going to send you this. Just give me a second. Okay, you have the options in the chat. Now let's continue with the other structure. Can you help me with this one? Catherine?
Yes, how much plus uncountable noun plus is there? And mark question.
Perfect. And yesterday we were checking there is some, okay? But also we can use what, Albina?
A less, there is a less.
Unless, look at the information. Can you read the example, please?
Oh, there is a little.
A little, thank you. What about the next one, Julio?
There is very little.
Okay. And the other option, Letty?
There is less than.
Perfect. And the last one, can you help me, Joran?
¿Cómo va a realizar la evaluación?
There isn't any.
Perfect, okay. So I'm going to send you this information again. So this is for the things that you cannot count, okay? Okay, so you have the options in the chat. Now we can continue. Okay, so with the first example, I'm sorry, I'm not moving this. Okay, sorry. Okay, the first example we practiced yesterday. Now let's practice with the second example. How can I make a sentence with this, Maria Jose? Can you make a sentence, please? Any example?
There are very few, or there are a few.
A few.
There, okay. There are a few eggs.
Okay. Another example with the next one, Gabriela.
Okay. There are very few orange.
Orange or oranges?
Oranges.
Thank you very much. And the last one, Letty.
There are fewer apples than yesterday.
Okay, perfect. Let's continue. Now let's make some other examples, but using the expressions for a little. Okay, can you help me with the first one, Albina? Make one sentence, please.
There is a little soda.
Okay, very good. What about the next one, Julia?
There is a very little coffee.
Okay. And the last one, Catherine?
Um, there is less sugar than salt.
Okay, perfect. Very good. So we got the idea. Now, based on the information that we checked about few and little, okay? I'm going to send you to the rooms and I want you to identify what is the best option to complete each of these expressions. And then we are going to come back so we can answer. Give me a second. I'm going to send you the options to the different chats. Okay, so I'm going to open the rooms and I will send you the information there, okay? I will see you in the rooms. Okay, you have the examples in the chat so you can begin. Okay, you have the different questions in the chat so you can begin.
Um, I don't know. Can I start?
Sure. Remember that you have to discuss with your classmates.
Okay. In the first noun, I have very little water left. Yes, very little. The first. And the second, I have a few good friends. I'm not lonely.
Okay, do you agree with that, David?
Repeat, please. The second.
The second, I say I have a few good friends. I'm not lonely.
I feel a good friends. Feel content. Yes, I agree. Second, he has.
The third, I don't know, maybe it's a very little education. He can read or write, and he can barely count. And maybe uh, I don't know. And
mm, is uncontable, no.
yes, it's uncountable.
Mm,
The negative structure is in this case. I don't remember.
I have a little word.
Yo creo que así es.
Sí, yo también. Hi, teacher.
Hi there, did you finish?
No, no, hasta ahorita abrimos Tendríamos que poner si es a little o a few.
Exactly.
I have a little water.
Okay, good.
The second,
The
I
second
have
maybe.
a few.
A few good friends.
Mhm.
Yes. I have a few good friends.
La tercera sería education. He has a little. No, no es incontable education. ¿O no? ¿Qué dicen? La tercera.
Or very little.
Sí, es
Very
very
little.
little. Sí, yo creo que sí es very little.
Yes.
Ok.
Sí,
Tenía
porque no
muy
puede
poca educación.
leer ni escribir. Ajá.
No sería raro como poca educación, sino que también se puede decir muy poca. Entonces creería yo que
Muy
sí
poco.
es, very little.
Ujú. He has
Ok.
a very little.
Va, y la cuarta hay que
Very
mover
little,
ahí.
¿verdad?
Sí.
Okay.
La cuarta sería
Aquí sí está, there are.
there are.
People is plural.
Sí, pero es que el DERAR se ocupa para los contables, entonces creo que sí se está tomando como un contable. Sería algo así
Sí,
como
como.
there are some,
There are,
algunas personas.
there are
Hay
some.
algunas personas, there are some. Así lo siento yo.
Ujú. Y la quinta. We've got. Es incontable.
Sí, se podría ocupar a little o very little, no sé.
Cualquiera va.
Ah, creía yo que sí.
Porque habla de tiempo, entonces. es- Ajá, a little,
Ve, a little.
poco tiempo,
Ujú.
a little.
Julie gave us. También es contable.
Sí, ahí sería,
Pues,
se podría poner como a few, pocas, o very few, muy pocas manzanas.
Some people or many people. Very mm, many or very people.
Remember that we are using only a little and a few, not
There
many.
are a few. A few people it really trust. It's a bit sad.
A
A
few.
few. A few.
Okay.
Oh, God.
5. We've got time at the week. Would you like to?
Some.
So
We've
a
got
lot of.
a lot.
Mm, um, a lot of. A lot of.
A lot of.
A lot of time at the weekend. Or be, very time.
I don't.
Uh, is uncountable.
Yes, it's
Uncountable, no.
possible.
Very.
Uh,
A lot of or some.
mhm.
What?
uh, we've
What
got
option?
a lot of. Lot of time at the weekend.
Lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
Yes.
You.
Welcome back, everybody. Did you finish?
Finish.
yes, we finish.
Okay, perfect. So we are just going to wait a few seconds for the other group to come back, and then we continue by checking the answers, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. They are back. Okay, so let's check together.
Hola.
What is the best option, a little or a few? For number one?
Is a little water. I have a
Okay,
little water left.
perfect. What about the case for number two, Maria Jose?
I have a few good friends.
Okay, perfect. What about number 3, David?
Not much.
We are not working with not much. A little or a few?
¿Cómo?
A little or a few?
A little.
Okay. What about the next one? Julio?
Number 4.
Yes.
There are few people.
Okay, excellent. What about the next one, Catherine?
Number 6, right?
Number 5.
Okay. We've got some time at the weekend. Would you like to meet you?
Okay, we can use some, no problem, but we are working with a little and a few. So what is the best option?
A little.
Okay, perfect.
No se escucha, creo.
What is the number 6?
Julie gave us very few apples from her garden.
Okay, I can use very few, no problem, but a few it's also okay. Very nice. Let's continue. Okay, so this is the last set of different options. Again, I'm going to send this information to you, and I'm going to send you back to the rooms for a few more minutes so we can continue practicing. Remember, we are working with a little and a few. Some and also very few or very little are excellent possibilities, okay? But let's practice with a little and a few on this one. Okay, I'm opening the rooms again, so I will see you in the room.
Envió los ejercicios, teacher. Ah, ahorita, ¿verdad?
Yes, there you have it.
Ok, ya se visualiza, ¿verdad?
Sí, ya se mira.
La 7 sería she has
Es con
a little.
confianza. Ajá.
No sé, self. Ah, self
A
dice,
little.
no. A
Sí,
little.
confianza en sí mismo. A
A
little.
little.
Poca confianza en sí
A
mismo.
little.
Ajá.
Ujú.
Ok, a little.
La 8, there are
La 8. Women
a
politicians.
few women.
A few. Many people. There are a few women. Sí. La 9 is a
Sí,
great
sí.
city, but the hospital has okay,
A little. Oh, a very little.
has very little.
Sí, very little, muy
Tengo mis
poca
dudas.
medicina.
Las 7. Hola, hello.
Estamos viendo las mismas 6.
¿Cómo?
Estamos viendo las mismas 6 oraciones, ¿o son otras?
No, son otras. Las 7 pienso que es a few. Ahí les mandó al chat la teacher. ¿La pueden ver? Joran,
No veo.
in the chat, WhatsApp, in WhatsApp. No. Aquí está en el chat ahorita, la acaba de mandar.
I send them again just in case.
Por así decirlo, el personal de un hospital es atípica.
La 8 the 8 is many people think that a few.
I believe it's a few.
The 8, a few.
Yes.
9 is a great pity, but the hospital has little medicine. They can help many people. Medicine is uncountable.
Very little.
Little.
I believe it's very little.
10
Number
cakes.
9, very little.
10. Option 10. Sentence 10. I got cakes to give away. Would you like one? Would you like one? A few. Pienso yo. I
Few.
think.
It's few because cakes
A
are
few.
countable.
Yeah. It's a few entonces. There 11. There milk left in the fridge. It's a little. Milk is uncountable. Little? Little? We are agree?
What number? Number 12.
12? Sí, yeah. No, 11. Milk is uncountable.
Hello there, did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So I will send you back to the main session.
Okay.
Okay, we're just going to wait for the rest of the classmates to finish, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, teacher, we finish.
Okay, perfect. I'm sending you back. Okay, welcome back, everybody.
No escucho nada.
No, que no están diciendo nada tampoco.
Ok. Sí, quizás.
Yo creo que hacen falta algunos, tal vez estar en la otra sesión donde no han terminado.
Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry. My
Hello.
computer got stuck.
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so I was speaking alone because you were not listening to me. I'm sorry. Okay, so I was asking you, for example, in number 7, what is the best option to complete it?
A little.
Is a few.
Ah, okay, a few or a little?
A little.
A
She has a
little.
little self-confidence.
Excellent. When we talk about confidence, you cannot count it, okay? What about number 8?
There are a few.
A few.
A few women.
Okay, perfect. Number 9?
Little.
A little.
Okay. What about number 10?
A
A
little.
few.
A little. A little.
A,
A little.
Okay, remember that the cake, you cannot count it. You count the pieces, but not the cake.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what about number 11?
A little.
A little.
Okay, and the last one?
A few.
A few.
There are a
Sí,
few.
Perfect, very good. Okay, so now based on the information that we practice, I want you to look at the pictures and give me some sentences. You can use there are a few, there are very few, or you also can use the expression there are fewer than, so you can make a comparison or you can make the negative. There aren't any. So we are going to practice with the plurals, okay? Maria Jose, one example.
There are a little milk. No, no.
Ah,
There
milk?
is a little milk.
Okay, but we are practicing with there are. So make an example with there
Okay. Okay. There are a few apples.
Okay, very good. What about another example, Letty? Remember, there are.
There are a few cookies.
Okay. Albina?
There are very few lemons.
A very few or a very few?
Very few lemons.
Very few. Excellent. David?
There are a few no. There are very bananas than apples.
There are very bananas?
There are very few.
Okay, so very few or fewer than? What are you going to use?
Few. There are few bananas.
A few.
A few bananas
Uh-huh.
than no.
No. That is not the structure. Remember that we have different structures.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, this thing. Okay, remember that we have different structures. They are not the same. So you want to make a comparison, use fewer. If you are just going to mention the product, just say few or very few. So it's not the same. So what do you want to tell me?
Okay.
So?
There are fewer.
Fewer?
Fewer bananas than apples.
Perfect. Very good.
Okay. Thank you.
Very nice. Joran?
There aren't any soda.
Are you sure? I can see the soda there.
I can't see.
But I can see it. And there is soda. We have to make a sentence using there are.
There are fewer milk than orange juice.
Can you count the milk and the orange juice? Can you count it?
No, I can't measure.
Okay, so then you cannot use fewer. What do you use? Remember that we are using countable nouns. There are. So make a different example for something that I can count.
There are fewer onions than lemon.
Perfect. That's better. Julio?
There are a few tomatoes.
Okay, very good. And Catherine?
There are a little rice in the cupboard.
Okay, but a little? That is for the things that you cannot count.
And rice cannot
No.
count, I think.
Listen to me. A little, you cannot count. A little. So what do you use?
A little
No.
or rice.
Remember, we are using there are. There are the things that you can count.
So there are a few rice.
Can you count the
No.
rice?
No. There are a few cookies in the cupboard.
Okay, that's better. Very good. Okay, so now we are going to practice using there is. Remember, there is a little, there is very little, there is a less than, okay, if you want to make a comparison, or there isn't in, okay? So let's begin. Maria Jose, there is.
There is. Okay. There is a little milk. No. There is a little cheese.
Okay, that's good. Albino?
There is a little ice cream.
Okay. Next one, David.
There is some sugar.
Okay, very nice. Letty?
There is a very little butter. Butter, no sé cómo se dice butter. Butter.
Butter.
Butter.
Okay.
There is a very little butter.
Good. Catherine?
There is a little yogurt in the fridge.
Perfect. Quran?
Now there is.
Yes.
There is a little flour.
Okay, perfect. Julia?
There is a less yogurt than ice cream.
Less or only less?
Less.
Less. Excellent. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, everybody. That is it for tonight, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful night.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you,
Good
teacher.
night.
See you
Thank you,
tomorrow,
teacher.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.